In my first segment, I described the election of President Obama and the re-election of the Democratic Congress as marking a likely realignment in American politics. In other words, it's my expectation that the Democratic Party is going to be the majority party for the forthcoming period in American history. Will that be true or will that be false? One of the reasons I think it's true is because critical elections, the elections that mark realignments in American politics, are typically associated with economic crisis. The Great Depression and the election of Franklin Roosevelt and the Democratic Congress as well, in that case, is the best example, but not the only example of this pattern in our past. But really, whether I'm right or wrong depends on what the new Congress and the new president do with their power. As I said last time, what are they likely to do? Well, the economy is definitely, officially now, in a recession. And President-elect Obama is speaking of a massive stimulus package. What's likely to be included in that? Well, I don't know yet. I'm not an economic advisor to President-elect Obama, but this is what I think is almost certain to be included in that stimulus package. A large amount of spending for infrastructure, government construction projects for airports, bridges, and so forth, but also an increased investment in education. In other words, spending that's likely to enhance the economic prospects of the country for the long term, for the years ahead. There may well also be a tax cut, particularly for middle and lower income groups. Candidate Obama promised one, and actually the economy could use that kind of stimulus right now as well. These moves will, of course, increase the deficit, but in a recession, you need to go ahead and stimulate the economy. At least that's what most economists tell us. Let's take a look at the Obama economic team. Without mentioning them by name, on the whole, they're people from the middle of the political spectrum, quite a few investment bankers in there. This actually gives me cause for concern. One of the things I don't see in the Obama economic team right now is a labor economist, somebody who's given a lot of thought and attention to the specifics of how you go about pursuing a jobs program. Obama says he wants one, and I'm kind of curious to know why not go to somebody who's actually thought about the nuts and bolts of actually pursuing a program like that? And I think the answer is that the president-elect wants to signal that he is in the middle of the political spectrum. He wants the business community, particularly the financial sector, to feel reassured. Hopefully they are, but hopefully we'll also see the kind of activism that our economy sorely needs right now. I think that President Obama and the Democratic Congress need to assert a more active role for government in the face of the economic recession we're in right now. If they do, and do so successfully, then I think there's an even greater likelihood that we have indeed entered a period of Democratic dominance in American politics. In a future segment, I'd like to discuss some of the economic policies of the Obama administration and what political and social effects those policies are having.